And good afternoon. It's a wonderful Saturday afternoon. It's nice and bright and sunny here. We are here to do some crafting and continue part 3 for this recipe book I'm making for my daughter. And I'm having so much fun. And I have had a hard time not coming in my craft room and working on this book. Seriously, it's so much fun. So let's go ahead and get started. I hope you can hear me okay and see me okay. Hey, Barbara Mitchell is in the craft room today. Sandra White is here as well. So welcome, welcome. I'm glad y'all are in my crafty room. If you hadn't watched part 1 and part 2 of this, we are doing this live because I want to kind of show you how to break down a paper pack like this one that we're using for this, Homemade with Love. I thought this would be great. This is Carta 12 by 12 paper pack. And I wanted to make a recipe book for my daughter because I knew that she would absolutely love this if I put it. She's moved to DC. I thought this would be a good idea for her. Yeah, so here we go. She asked me for some of my favorite recipes. For those of you that are just tuning in, go ahead and watch part 1 and part 2. When you're finished with this one, I will post the link in the description box below this video. Okay, Barbara says that the paper was sold out as of last night. Yes. So here's what I already have it on order again. I didn't realize it was going to be so popular. I went ahead and put it on order again. Here's what you do. Go to the link on our store, mindlesscrafting.com. Go to that particular product, Homemade with Love. It'll say sold out, but you can put your email in so that you can get alerted when it comes back in stock because it's already on order. So because I know we're on a weekend, probably I'm thinking by the middle of next week we'll have it. But yeah, this paper is gorgeous and the texture is really nice too. So yep, I'm working with this right now. I'm going to add some more stuff to it and we're going to chit chat. And Bill is over here hooking everything up. Bill, say howdy.
Hello.
So that they know you're here. Yep, so we're just kind of hanging out on Saturday. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and go live because our regular lives are Tuesday at 12 noon Eastern and Thursdays at 7. But I couldn't wait till Tuesday to start working on this book again. It's just not possible. I just have to do it now. So I'm working through this paper pack. I got a lot of the other little stuff from the papers that I already cut up. I put them in this plastic so I can have them nearby in case I want to add some stuff to it. And the nice thing is I'm making this for someone for my daughter, who I know will appreciate me making this for her. So y'all don't tell her. She doesn't watch us live, does she, Bill?
Who?
Chelsea.
No.
You said, right. This time, actually, she'll probably watch us. When I say, oh no, she doesn't watch, she'll probably be watching us. So let's go ahead and break down some more of the papers. I did cut apart some of the inserts that I could write my recipes down on. This would be cute too. Even though it has this on the front, I can take the back cover and just use some of my black marker and maybe write out a recipe for her on here. So there's no boundaries with this. You can do whatever you want. All right, so let me go ahead and add a few things on here. We got that front cover. Gonna add some gems to it. See, I got some gems I pulled out. Thought these would look nice in there. Also pulled out this burlap paper. Now, if you haven't gotten this is actually in our store. And I wanted to make a roof for the back cover of this. This is actually a burlap paper, y'all. And it's pretty thick. So this is in our store. So you might want to grab that up because it's pretty popular and it's 24 sheets. All right, so let's go ahead and make a back cover for this.
Marie from Pittsburgh says she's glad you're on for part 3 today.
Oh, I'm glad too. Because I could not, Marie, I could not wait. Okay, I kept coming in here wanting to work on something else, kept looking at the book, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and go live today. And so we're going to be on for an hour, spend some time with y'all, do some chit-chatting like we normally do. If you're here for the first time, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. So I'm just cutting this burlap. This is my measuring, y'all. Look. I'm not trying to get a ruler out and measure the roof of the house. I'm making a roof just like that. See? That's how I'm doing it. And this is really flexible enough. I love this stuff, and it goes a long way. Great for creating banners, too. It's that burlap paper. Oh, a closer look at the burlap? I sure can. Someone's asking for me. I sure can do that, Sandra. Let me show you. It's actually, the paper is burlap. Look at that. It's a 6x6. Look at this. And on this side is like paper, so it adheres. This side is actual burlap.
I love that paper.
Look how, look at that on the close-up. I love this. Oh, the size of the house. Someone asked that before. That's a good question.
Where's your ruler?
Size of the house, I already measured it. It's 6. I actually measured it early this morning. 6 by 7. That's the measurement. 6 by 7. 6 across, 7 inches on the height. So yeah. And this burlap paper is 6 by 6. Love it. And there's 24 sheets in there too. I love that paper too. Deborah, I'm telling, look at that. Look at that. Adding texture to your projects. So that's a nice thing. So I'm going to cut out a couple more pockets here. Got me some paper. So glad y'all are tuning in with us today. Making me some pockets. And all the paper goes together, so there's no like, you can just, everything blends so well together. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to just get my little scissors out here and start cutting.
Trisha McNeil says she's going to need one of those super duper hole punches you use. Tracy. That's a good name.
The super duper hole puncher, right? Oh, the crocodile?
Yeah, that.
I should use it more too. You know, I just don't, but I should use it a little bit more than I actually do.
It has so many things on it. It's like a utility knife for crafters. But you punch with it, huh?
It really is. I'll have to show y'all with that. I didn't know I needed a crocodile until someone actually gifted it to me. So thanks, Andrea. I didn't know I needed a crocodile until you sent me one.
Sandra Wright says she loves that paper. She's gonna order some.
Yeah, that one's, yeah, you better.
Burlap.
Yeah, that's
I love the burlap.
that is a popular paper, and I had to restock this one just because.
It works. It creates so many looks. No matter what the season, you can do something with it.
You sure can. This is perfect for this too. I like that. Okay, so we're going ahead and creating some pockets here because I want to slip her recipes right in there. And we're adding stickers to some of our stuff. And no worries, I didn't realize this paper was going to sell out, but we are going to be restocking. It's actually on order as we speak. And so what I've been doing is just taking some of my cardboard and that's my burlap. Let's take some cardboard here. And I've been just kind of placing this on here because I like to use everything. If y'all don't know me yet, I love using just about everything I could possibly use. Right, Bill?
Yes.
I like saving everything. For those of you tuning in, I'll show you the box that this came from. I'm using the cut up boxes. It was a coffee box. And here's what it looks like. So this is actually what this is made from. These are cardboard box. So you have a cardboard box. Get your pretty craft paper and start covering it and making all kinds of little albums. Even if you don't want to make the house style, you can make another style also. You can make you can just leave it as a regular square or rectangle, whatever you want, right? Your craft room, your rules. So you see how that adds a little bit of dimension? So I'm just going to stick that right up there. And since we're only going to be on here an hour.
Susie Graham doesn't believe you. She said a long time ago, there's no way you're going to be on here an hour. I'm with you, Susie. I believe it when it happens.
We have company coming over, though. I have some family coming over, and they're going to be crafting with me. So, yeah, we have to be off in an hour.
Anyone who comes knows if they come over, they're going to have to craft, so.
Just this time. They'll have fun. Now look at this, y'all. This is the cover. Nothing goes unused, okay? Nothing goes unused. I'm getting my money's worth out of this paper. I cut everything. I don't know how many of y'all do that. Take the covers. Yep.
Marie from Pittsburgh said she watched a tutorial on matching patterns and was able to knock out several Christmas cards in a couple of hours.
Nice.
Versus one card a day.
I wasn't sure how many people would like a video like that, but I said, I'm going to put it up because I'm sure it's going to be helpful for someone. Okay, so look at that. I'm using this. See? Look at that pattern right there. Look how cute that is. Yep, so... Wait a minute, Ariel just snuck in here to say bye. Come and say hi, Ariel. Just put your hand in here. Just say. She said she got caught in the craft room.
Hello.
There's Ariel.
Ooh, cute.
This is Chelsea's recipe book. Don't tell her. She doesn't watch, so at least not this time. So hopefully.
Cute. Can't wait to see the finished product.
Ariel says she can't wait to see it. So I'm gonna put it all my favorite. Ariel, what recipe of mine do you like?
I like chicken pot pie, even though you don't make it anymore.
I mean, well, there you go.
What do you think mine is, Ariel?
What else do you like
You
of
already
mine?
know what yours is.
Mine is the bisque.
The shrimp bisque. I know, but what else do I make that you like?
Well, that one is so good that
I'm gonna put the recipe in here for
fried
Chelsea.
chicken, but I can't have it anymore.
Mac and cheese.
For a while, anyway.
With onions and...
Oh, yeah, the mac and cheese is great.
Okay, the mac and cheese, okay.
We can't have that again.
All these years I've been cooking for you, that's only 2 recipes you can come up with. Let me stop. Just 2 recipes she can come up with.
Susie Graham says, we will be watching your family craft too. Can't stop in an hour. You and Bill always go over because we all get so excited and engaged.
I love it. I love when we come on and just really...
You know what?
We really love it.
I love this color right here, that page. You know why? Because once you go ahead and start putting it down, the colors are so different that it's like it forces everything to jump out at you. You have that blue-green background, the red, and then the burlap paper thing.
Yeah. Yep. And Chelsea she's known to like her little bit of bling, so I'm going to put some bling on here for her. You know,
Sandy White got her burlap paper.
Oh, did you? Good. Yeah, last time I showed that burlap paper. Yeah, I have to start probably adding more to my inventory or more paper, ordering more quantities, because when I carry it for the first time, I'm not sure how well it's going to do, and then it does really well, and then I end up having to reorder, which is what happened with this homemade love paper. This is why I love art glitter glue. You can just about stick almost just about anything on here. So y'all are just seeing me craft live, pulling this thing together. I have a few ideas in my head, but I really I'm just going with the flow. To me, it's the funnest way to craft is to just go with the flow. And if I find myself starting to think about it too much, I have to pull myself back and say, you know what, just go ahead and do it. If you're thinking about it, oh, I wonder if this will look good here. Just go ahead and do it. And it'll work out. Okay.
What's really cool though is to come back to it later.
Yes, that I do a lot of that. Coming back to it later.
It's like the project marinates in your mind and in your subconscious, so that even though you're approaching it from a mindless crafting standpoint, your subconscious has been working on it also. Especially yours, because you even dream about this stuff.
I dream about crafting. I'm
There
a
you go.
crafter. I wouldn't call myself a crafter for a long time, but it's like I dream about it. I can't, it just happens. That needs to mention. Great way to use up your extra cardboard, or if you have some sturdy cardstock and you feel like this is too flimsy. I don't want to stick it directly on there, but I will stick it onto something like this and then cut it out. So that's what I've been doing too. I like that little green. I like that green background on here. Let's see if there's enough of that.
I like that coffee cup.
Oh, Bill, you're gonna make me cut out the coffee cup now. Okay, I gotta put that there.
You can always do something with that coffee cup.
Oh,
It can be like a modified, what do you call that thing? Die cut thing.
no, I'm gonna keep that right there. I'm gonna keep that right there for a moment. I need to have that in view. Bill threw me off, y'all, with his
You
ideas.
can always put something on top of that red thing.
His wonderful ideas got
a
me.
button or something.
This is what you see what he's doing to me, right?
I'm inserting ideas.
This
into
is
the
why.
mind. That's why you can't have the enemy in the room. No, you can't have a passenger, side passenger.
The Victorian Edge. She says she got her paper. Awesome. You can follow right along.
Bertha Bless Wilson says, Tracy, you've got to step out on faith when you order because it will sell.
I'm noticing that a lot more now. As we grow, especially, it's just...
Thank you, Bertha.
Thank you for that.
It is received.
So you see what I'm doing, y'all.
Teresa Hunter says you could put a donut from the donut stamp on top of the red thing.
Ooh.
On that thing.
That's a good idea.
So look how your imaginations are starting.
Y'all need to stop it. Stop, y'all. Stop.
Electrified.
But keep going. So we're just really happy to be with y'all this Saturday afternoon. Was a busy morning. We got more orders came in, and we wanted to make sure that we got those out. So we made our run to the post office.
Exactly. The Victorian Edge says, hey, y'all, Tracy, I got my paper, Carta Bella, homemade with love. She says, thank you. Fast delivery, too. Thanks.
You are so welcome. We get those things out fast. We're not playing with those, okay?
Kieran Hogan says, you created crafting monsters with us all.
Oh.
Laugh out loud.
Well, you know what? I just want to influence and be able to inspire. Influence and inspire. That's why I keep sharing.
Jackie Reynolds says, when is the next stamp release?
Woo, Jackie. Not only when is it going to release, it's the what I'm releasing. Y'all are going to love this one right here. Well, here's the thing. We got a few dates, but I hate to give out a date, an exact date, until I get the true date from our supplier, from our manufacturer.
We'd be disappointed, even if the manufacturer says a date.
Right.
Until that thing walks into this house.
Yeah.
We had an episode one time where we were waiting on the thing to come, and then all of a sudden we checked our phone and it said product delivered, but there was no product.
Right.
We're like, oh my God, what is going on? All those stamp sets, what's going on? So we're calling around and this and that, and at some point, the next door neighbor, her son came over and said, hey, the postman delivered all this stuff to our house. That was a scary day that day.
Yeah, that was.
I would have cried that day.
I was just
I was so depressed.
Because it was a big shipment
It was a huge shipment
of stamp sets. And so, yeah, I kind of, but it's all I can say. August. In a nutshell, it's gonna be released in August. I just got to tell you the truth. This is just me being real. Okay, August.
So
Bill,
Tracey,
look what you made me do.
at some point, are you going to do a 10-minute challenge thing at any point? Think about it. Don't answer it now, but if you do, let people know.
Who asked that question?
Maxine K for the University of Kentucky asked that question.
Blocking you. Let me stop. Maxine, I think that would be actually a good idea. Me and Bill talked about
Yeah,
it.
we talked about it.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun. So
I love that coffee.
So that we just come in for 10 minutes and then we get off. It's just a 10-minute live.
That'd be a good one. I'm game for that one.
We'll do a 10-minute live. That would be hilarious. Let's cover that up.
Also, we've been getting in quite a few of those cards for the Mike's kids. You know?
Look, y'all, I'm over here trying to peel this off as if it's a sticker. I'm over here going like this, like, why won't it come off? Because that's the cover. Okay.
That shows how real it is.
That is funny. I'm trying to peel this thing off. Look, here it is right here.
You're welcome, Marlene. Watch. She says that coffee cup looks good there.
Isn't it the cutest? It really looks good.
Deion Solomon says that coffee cup is perfect. It's amazing how you get even things that come in the mail or things that are around the house. You know,
it really
still
does.
use them.
Yeah, you sure can. You sure can.
And why can't you use them? You paid for it.
Exactly. And look, this little flower goes right. You see how the colors find themselves? Now I don't want to even cover that up because I like the fact that it matches with this. And so now I'm just going to put that right there.
It does kind of match. What does it say? What does the red thing say? You can still leave that red thing on.
I'm going to leave that on there. I was going to try to cover it up, but now that I look at it, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah, it kind of goes with it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and leave it for now, like today. Because who knows what tomorrow will bring. I'll end up saying, no, I'm going to cover it up.
Karen Harlow says you can cut apart everything on the cover and use it.
You sure can.
Might as well.
Might as well.
Pay for that too.
Look how cute that is. Okay, let me get back. Let me reset my area here again.
Laughing at you, Tracey. She says a 10-minute live. You can't even do an hour.
I know. That's because
and
Bill
we're
keeps...
and we're glad about it.
Oh, well, there you go. Look, I can take the word donut, that coffee stamp set, right? Coffee stamp sets that we have. Oh, look at this. Bill, look.
Oh, that's a good one.
That'd be a good one. I could take coffee out of here, but let's not go there. Now you can make a coffee booklet for someone that loves coffee. And then maybe put a pocket in there. Or you can make one that's a tea one. Put pockets in each one and put a tea bag in each one. Oh, so it'll be like a tea album. Like for people, that'll make a great gift.
On another note, if y'all go into the store and the product is not there, you'll notice on the product page, there'll be an email slot where you can put in your email, and that will allow us to notify you the moment that product gets in the store. Plus, it gives us a chance to kind of look and see if we really need to order it.
Yeah.
Much more than what we think, so we don't run out like that. So.
Yep, it definitely helps us too. Okay.
Bertha Bess Wilson says, Tracey, your desktop looks like Bill is making a card. What are you trying to say, Bertha?
Look, and the thing is, I'm working with several pages. Bill was working with one card, and his stuff looked like this. Okay.
Donna Sally says she wants to see me participate in a 10-minute challenge. Oh, I'll be good.
I'll have to cut he'll have me cutting everything out first.
No, it's 10 minutes.
Oh, you heard him say it.
I will do it by myself, and I will demonstrate to you the real mind scrapping process in 10 minutes. See, to really do it, you have to really, truly not care. You can't care if stuff match. You can't care about any of that.
You know what? I like the way this looks.
It's gonna work
Not to
out.
cut you off, babe, but look at this. It
Oh,
was
it does
it
look
was
cool.
this right here, but then when you add this, it just really like
Makes it really punch out.
So
Do
perks
it.
it
You
up.
gonna do it?
If you think you might have to do it, and I know I already used this little strip here, but it's okay. It's okay. Pull out the ribbon. Add ribbon to your cards. All that thin ribbon you have, look, all that thin ribbon at Dollar Tree, go get some of that ribbon. Yeah, we're going to be making some little tiny mini books. That's what we're doing with the family coming over, babe.
Oh, certainly. Maxine says, Bill, you can only have 10 items that Tracey chooses. It doesn't matter. I don't care if she chooses 20 items. I would do it in 10 minutes.
With a scissor or no scissor?
I don't even have to have scissors.
Oh, boy. Don't tell me that.
I'm telling you.
I'll give you a card base, but no scissors. At least that'll be pre-cut out, right?
I don't care.
Oh, but you can't see. Oh, excuse me.
I'm going to show y'all. You have to not care. You have to have total acceptance.
Y'all heard him say it.
Seriously, this is how you have to approach life. You can't judge and question every step you take. And you know, there's the foundation of my footstep large enough to support that. You have to take that step, and then the next, then the next, then and just have faith that you're going to reach a destination.
Right.
Now, all I need to know is that I have 10 minutes.
No scissors it is.
Maxine says, ooh, bring it on. I'm not going to practice first.
There's no I don't think it'll be
practice.
fun.
I'm not going to practice at all.
I don't think it'll be fun if you practice.
I'm not even going to
It's just so like mindless crafting, especially if it takes it to a different level. It's
We
like
have a
mindless
timer.
crafting on steroids.
I'm going to bring the timer out, and I'm going to lay it right here, or I put it my phone with
Oh,
the
that'll be
countdown.
great. Yeah, that'll be great. Put it there with the countdown. You know what? That little ribbon really livens it up.
Donna asks, have I watched Maymay's videos? No, I haven't watched any. I haven't seen anyone in life do it yet.
I think it might be best if you don't watch it.
Yeah, I don't want to see, because then
That
I
way-
start trying to, well, she did this.
I think you might not.
Oh, she didn't hold it with her right hand, you know, that kind of stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Vince will use his foot. I mean, come on, you know.
Yeah, we're having fun, y'all.
Sherry, them Turco says she was out garage selling, found over 65 Stamping Up stamp sets for $70. She bought them all.
That's a good bargain.
Probably someone who's just said, I'm tired. I've seen people who've sold it.
Or their hobbies have changed. Sometimes hobbies have changed. I don't think I'll ever get tired of card making, just because to me it's just so fun. It's just one of those things you just never get tired of. At least for me.
Susie Graham says, are you going to cover the edges of the cardboard?
Nope, sure not.
But if you want to, you could.
You could if you want. What would you cover it with?
Victorian Edge has to go. Her phone is locking down. Thanks for coming.
Thanks so much.
See you Tuesday.
No, I'm gonna leave it. I like that whole. You know what? Something that makes me feel a certain way when people actually see that. Wait a minute, you made that with cardboard? Like, oh my goodness, I can make that too. And I like the rough edge feel of it. Look at that. Love it. Nope. This is the beauty of handmade. Okay, let me go ahead and put some more stickers in here. Mix it up. Oh, I'm going to put right here recipes. And I probably don't need to put, these are pretty sticky, but I usually just put a little bit more on there too. You know what, Robin? It really does, doesn't it? Barbara, I agree too. That ribbon really makes that pop, doesn't it? Mindless crafting.
Maxine Cave says, this may be a silly question, but Is an A2 card 4 1/4 by 5.5? Or
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
well, Maxine, you got it.
Nope, that is not a
Nothing
silly
is a silly
question at all. Nope.
Because the next question would be, this might be a silly question, but what is an A2 card? I mean, please.
Okay, need more pockets in here. More paper for more pockets.
All right, Kathy. Kathy
haven't
says
cut-
she's late to the party.
I haven't cut. I haven't cut.
Yeah, I haven't cut.
I haven't cut into this.
I hope not.
I don't know. I haven't been able to get my words out right lately.
That's because you have so much to say. You
I
wanna
haven't
say
cutting.
3 sentences simultaneously. It comes
Billy,
out
are you,
as a
are you
marathon.
cutting?
I'm speaking from personal experience. That's what happens.
I haven't cutting. This is a nice paper too. See, this people will save and say, oh, I'm not gonna, oh, I just can't cut that out. Oh, that's just too nice. Oh, both sides look beautiful. I'm just gonna cut up. I'm just cutting it up, babe. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Do it.
I'm cutting it up. And I'm not measuring. Oh boy. Cutting and not measuring. How dare she do that? How dare you cut and not measure? Okay. I want y'all to see the whole process here. See, this is what I would be doing as if, you know, if I was in my craft room. I'd probably be talking to myself too.
Asia said she would cover her edge with diamond wrap. That's a good idea too.
Good idea. Good idea. Because you can use the diamond wrap actually, not like this, but I guess to go along here, you would just kind of, well, those would be too big, but I guess the diamond wrap would be thin enough for you to get it around the edge. So good idea.
Janet Eden says mindless crafting at its best.
Well, thank you.
Seeking my crafty tribe, I feel the same way oftentimes. I have to make myself break out of it. She says, I have so much beautiful paper and I just don't want to cut it. So it just sits there looking pretty.
Yeah, and it's like, you don't understand, if you make something and you send it to someone, imagine it. This is what gets me out of keeping that paper. I said, who is going to be happy to receive something like this? And that will get me going like, oh yeah, I need to go ahead and make this for such and such because I know she would love it.
Right, Nicola Beach, she kind of summarizes it when she says, I was a paper hoarder, but I realized it's pointless just saving it, so I just use whatever I fancy now.
Yep. And it's going to brighten someone's day. So it matters to me that I'll be able to brighten someone's day rather than having paper sitting on the shelf just looking beautiful. Because it does look beautiful. All neat and in order and color coordinated.
Diane Solomon says, I think the raw edges complements the vintage paper.
I do too.
I would burn the edges. I'm dying to burn something, y'all.
Not in my craft.
For years, I've been telling Tracy, let's burn the edges with a lighter, so that way it has that old time look.
Mm-hmm.
Like it survived World War I or something. But we still have part of it to use. My great grandmother had this book that I made last week.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just handwrite some of the recipes like right onto the paper.
Well, this is powerful. Lisa Christian says, don't save it for a special occasion. Every moment in life should be considered special.
Yep.
That is so true, Lisa.
That is true. Every moment. So what if you have to cut something up and just, cut into the paper? Like right now, look at this. It doesn't fit. I'm not going to stress about that. I'm going to cut it up. And guess what? If I make a mistake while writing this out, after it's already placed in the book, I'm going to cross it out. and just keep writing, because that's just a part of me and who I am. And my daughter is going to appreciate this.
Seeking My Crafty Tribe says she plans on making cards today. She watched the pattern paper video and she wants to get better at layering, and the video really gave her some great ideas.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I released that video this week for those of you that want to go back and watch it. See, so I'm going to place this right here. Handmade is not supposed to be perfect. If you take that element and then you start approaching your crafts, you will really enjoy it better. You won't stress a whole lot about your craftiness. You'll just enjoy it. And I'm just super happy that I could give something like this to my daughter with the written words. I'm writing out my recipes. They're not going to be typed on any paper. I want to write it because that's part of me. And so that she can treasure for like a lifetime, you know? Okay, let's go ahead and get some more stuff covered here. And let's see, I'm also going to add a tag. Here's a tag that I want to cover. This one right here.
Seeking My Crafty Tribe. Look at me, I've been talking like Seeking My Crafty Tribe says, but I have to admit, I cringe when you layered over all that pretty pattern paper.
Oh, yeah. People do that all the time. But the person you're good giving it to is not going to cringe.
Well, think about it. Once again, one example I always give. If you're sitting near a window, if you look out the window right now, you may like the trees in the distance, but if there's something else in front of it, blocking part of the view, do we cringe? We just accept that the thing is in front of the thing that we like.
There you go.
And move forward. So go ahead, don't be afraid. Slap that paper on there and let's get it on.
And keep moving.
Exactly. Oh, I understand, Donna Satterley. She's telling people, some people think they're invisible. She says sometimes the comments go by so fast that it's hard for me to keep up with all of them.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm typing, that happens to me all the time.
I'm so thankful for anyone moderating the comments or looking, because
too.
if you are on our side of the screen, it's different from just watching versus like,
yeah, because you're monitoring everything.
Yeah, the person that's
Equipment,
actually looking
TVs,
and just like
computers, Tracey adjusting stuff, all kind of stuff is going on.
See, I could write out a recipe on here too. Bill, I'm doing stuff. Bill, I'm mindless crafting. Jessica McKenzie is on in the craft room.
Exactly.
See, that doesn't fit, y'all. Look at that. Let's see. I gotta turn it this way. There you go. What? I can't cut into this. I can't cut into this. I'm gonna pick a different kind of paper because that is just too pretty. See, that's the advice I just gave y'all. Huh?
Karen Hallgren says, I have my mom's handwritten recipe.
Oh,
so many stained pages, but I love it. It's an old marble covered notebook, like people, she says she'll never cover it.
Right. And you know what? What matters most? Covering up the pretty paper to put the recipe, the handwritten recipe in there, or not cutting into the paper at all and not utilizing it. What matters more to me is that my daughter will have something that I made that she can use over and over again and think of us, even though she's far away from home. She, even in the distance, when she pulls that out, my mother, she could say, my mom took the time to make something special for me.
And Karen says she's having them photocopied, so that not only will her kids have the recipes, they'll actually have the grandma's actual handwriting.
Oh my good. See, that's my thing, is that handwriting
transferred generationally.
Yeah. My mother still has handwritten letters that I would write to her. I would write my mother love letters from college because I missed her so much. And so She pulled one out the other day. Remember, Bill? She pulled one of the letters from college out. And to see my handwriting and the power of words, not a typed. Something typed would not be as authentic as something that's written out. And so just looking back, like that was like, what, 30 years ago? Looking back at my own handwriting, it was like, oh my goodness.
Have you all ever come across something that you wrote maybe when you were in elementary school or something? And it wasn't the handwriting that floored you, it was the level of your thought process.
Right.
And you thought to yourself, oh my God, I can't believe I thought at this level at such an early age.
And that's why with my kids, I would keep all of their stuff. And they were like, Mom, you still have this? Yeah.
Rolling Watts says, if you have a picture of Chelsea helping you cook when she was little, that'd be cute.
You know what? I was thinking
like
of
that?
something like that. There was something with a cake that I remember. I have to see if I could find it. Something with her as a little
cake
kid.
juice all over her face or something.
And she had something I don't know if she was
Just slathered with something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That would be nice. That's a nice touch. Now I gotta go get them pictures out
People
of
want to know cinnamon in here. Let me tell you something. Is Tracy in here in the room?
Look, you can hear cinnamon
If
scratching right
Tracy's
now.
in the room, Cinnamon's in the room. Okay? Just know this.
Phil, that's not true.
Wherever she goes, if she's in the house, you can best believe Cinnamon's there. I was complaining just this morning, Tracy. I said, Tracy, I can call Cinnamon, Cinnamon, Gooby, any name we call him. He won't even turn his head. I may see an eye kind of glance over at me. He won't even dignify me with a turned head.
Phil,
Tracy can just say goo before she get to B. He almost jumps out of his skin running to her.
Gooby is his nickname.
No, Cinnamon is his nickname. No one calls this dog Cinnamon except the vet.
Oh my goodness. You see why we can't get these lives done in an hour? Do y'all see why? Robin,
You're
said
right.
that? Oh, Robin says I saved every card or letter my mom ever sent me. I know.
Asia Rutledge, you're so right. She says that not being perfect thing is so freeing.
It really is.
I can be a little OCD sometimes. But exactly.
Look, I was a librarian for 20 years. Talk about like everything having,
Meticulous and
yes,
detail-oriented.
everything had to be. Now, I will tell you that the part of the house that's really, really organized right now is the area where we process everyone's orders and the shelves
You have to be
and
there.
I have everything so that helps me still keep some of my wanting to have everything in place. So wherever, where where we process your orders from, we have a room just for that, for all of our inventory and stuff. And so all of that stuff is like immaculate. I just go in there and I just look because I'm like, oh, this looks beautiful.
And organizes to the T. But here's the thing. Just when I finally get a handle on it, I wake up the next morning and get ready to go help.
Stop.
And she's changed it around. And I'm like, wait a
Because
minute, I know the so-and-so stamp over there. Now it's on the other end now. And then the next day, it's in the middle. Look, you're going to have to stick with a formula, okay?
Y'all come get this man. Come get this man, okay?
LAS says, this is the first time I've watched your video. I will be watching more. Well, hello there.
Nice.
Welcome to the live.
We're glad you're here. We apologize for our craziness, but not really. We're just,
It is what it is.
this is who we are, Ah, boy.
You're right, Bertha. Bertha West Wilson. She says you have to back up and look at the comments, that then you can see everything being said. I have to do that constantly
Oh, yeah, for sure.
because I'm constantly doing so many things.
Yeah.
And that's how come I'll say things that are late. And Tracy will say, I said that 2 minutes ago.
Because I'm looking, it's hard for me not to look at the comments. Yeah.
Oh, Kathy Champion says she only needs 8 more subscribers to reach 200.
Oh, nice. Awesome, Kathy. I hope you're healing up okay too, Kathy.
I do too.
Oh, I gotta look, I'm still trying to pull this sticker off here. Now I can, now I can pull the sticker off. So I'm just gonna put, because I want to write something out on here, maybe a little note to her.
Thank you, Violetta. She says, Bill sounds like he's having a blast.
He is having a good old time.
We need more bills in this world.
Yes, we do.
Well,
not bills that come in the mail, but not bills that come in the mail, but
exactly.
bill like men who craft type stuff, right?
Yeah, Diane Solomon says she made a U4 card following the tutorial.
Oh,
using
nice.
Carta circus paper. It turned out so cute.
I bet it came out really nice. I mean, the Carta paper is just so gorgeous.
Lisa Christian says she has OCD so bad that she calls it ODD. Odd.
That is too funny, okay?
Man, I understand. Karen Hogan says her grandma had an amazing spice gravy she made for roast, but no recipe to be found. I think she made it from memory. I so wish she had written it down. I've told Tracey that about my grandmother.
I told Bill, I was like, man, I wish, I just really wish he would have, because he talks about the recipes
everyone talks
from
about
his family. And I'm like, man, everybody that comes over, they sure do. They talk about it.
Did you remember the so-and-so? Did you remember the so? Everyone, I don't care what part of the country, if she sent it to him. I tell people sometimes there were things that she would mail to people in different parts of the country. It's like she had an online business before there was even an internet.
Exactly. She was running her stuff, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's going to have a recipe in it. So I'm thinking what's going to have a recipe on there. So here's going to be, I'm going to write notes in this too. A lot of notes for her. Just like little things, maybe some little life quotes, life lesson type stuff too. So you can really make this. Actually, I'm going to take this.
Barbara Mitchell says she's making a recipe house for a 13-year-old who loves making biscuits and other favorite things for her grandfather. I'm adding an index card to some of the pockets so she can add other recipes as she makes them. Then it would become her recipe book.
That's going to be nice.
That's a nice addition.
Yeah. Because even with this, Chelsea can add her own recipes in. Once I get enough of the tags in there for her, she can do her own, put her own little recipes in there too.
Carrie Woods is making us all hungry. She's preparing to make a cabbage soup.
Okay, Carrie, we'll be over soon.
We're knocking on the door.
Getting ready to knock on the door. I like to mount everything. I don't know if y'all noticed that about me.
Too late, Kathy. Kathy says that paper pack is so pretty, I may have to grab another one before they sell out.
Oh.
Too late, but some more coming in.
Yeah, it sell out. Yeah, they're coming in. Got more coming in. Notice now, I want the cardboard edge sticking out on this. Bill, how much time do we have left?
Well, you're at 48 minutes right now.
What?
12 minutes.
There is no way that we've been on this long. That long. I was thinking maybe 20 minutes so far. Bill, are you for real?
For real.
Serious? Bill.
Marlene Watts said she asked her grandma one time before she passed how she made her chocolate pie, and she would say a pinch of this and a cup of that. But here's the thing, her cups are teacups. She didn't use like the normal cups. Cups can be made differently, so The measurements are different.
That's true.
I remember hearing a story about a person who, this guy asked his wife, whenever she made a roast or something, she would always cut off the edge of the red roast. And he said, why you cut off the edge of the roast, all that good meat? She said, I don't know, this is just something we've always done. My mother did it, so I did it. So she called her mom up, Mom, why you cut the edge of the roast off? She said, I don't know. This is what's my mom, your grandma did. So let me ask her. She called her up, and her grandma said, well, my mom's, well, she asked her mother and her mom, she said, well, the roasting pan was too small, so she had to cut the end of the thing off so it fit in. And the tradition just kind of got carried on without explanation.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, Asia says she can do it. She can make one for her son because she has a picture of him manning the grill when he was a teenager.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's gonna be great. I
Asia,
can't wait
he's
to
gonna
see.
love it, Asia.
I can't wait to see what y'all come up with.
Yeah, y'all need to come up with some stuff.
Yep. So Chelsea was inspiration. She called me the other day and said, Mom, how do you make your meatloaf? And that's where it started. That's where this started. I was like, oh, I can make her a book. So y'all don't tell her what I'm doing, okay? I'm just doing all kind of stuff here, y'all. Just never mind me. I'm just cutting into papers and...
You are. I like that paper. It's all bent up looking. That's perfect.
Which one, this?
Yes.
Well, I'm just going to put Mom's.
I mean, I like it because
Since I didn't have that before.
It has the rustic look. Well, now it did have the look, but now that part got cut off.
Oh, on that, yeah.
It was kind of bent up looking and stuff.
No worries, Dave. Bill wants that rustic look on it. No worries.
Marlene Watson says you have really nice handwriting.
Oh, thank you.
You know what? I came across when Tracey and I first got together. She had I was looking through a box or something, and she had this book. And I looked in the page, and she had a doodle in there. The doodle, she said she did it years and years ago, so she must have been either a teenager or somewhere in that area. The doodle was so phenomenal. I mean, it was so intricate.
It just keeps your mind, like, basically you're just crafting a little bit.
And I thought to myself, oh my God, how incredible. I said, Tracey, you're an artist, aren't you? At the time, oh no, I'm not an artist. I said, yes, you are. You're an artist.
I did say that, didn't I?
Yes, you did. You sure did.
This makes me want to go over here now and do this.
But when you look at the doodle, what was interesting about it was it's like she built it a section at a time. Some like squiggly things here, circular things here, cone things here, and it all going into different areas and shapes. And the next thing you knew, it just created this incredible landscape.
I mean, that's the thing. I used to do that I hate to say during class. I was still listening to the teacher.
That sounds like a confession. I like that part right there. The distressed edges. That gives it that old look that I wanted.
Yeah, I was when you said that, that's what I thought. I was like, now this video is going to be longer.
But see, now it's good to know that because I always like that old look, like the thing's been around for centuries.
This is why our lives are longer, y'all.
I'm with you, Taz Holden.
Because I listen to my hubby.
95% of the time, she doesn't follow recipes, just throw things together. I do that all the time, Taz. Sometimes Tracey, I find her looking at me. She constantly come in the kitchen looking like, Lord, please don't let him. But she'll see things on the counter and say, please don't let him put that in there.
Right.
Why does he have Cajun seasoning and he's making oatmeal? What's going on?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Okay. Rice eggs.
He has blackening powder.
Rice eggs, what's going on? Please. Okay, so are we done with this live? This needs.
Oh, what are you? 54 minutes.
This is going to be a tag. I think they're going to have fun crafting that book, babe. Seriously, because it's going to be kind of mindless crafting, and I have papers that they're just going to go for it. You know, what do you think?
I think so.
I think they're going to love that. See, I could write a recipe on here, right? Let's see.
I'm gonna tell you some recipes, and I've mentioned this before. I promise you, my great grandmother, she would make stuff out of not only out of leftovers, but the leftovers.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You start off making something on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
You ate the leftovers on Tuesday, but then she'd take those leftovers and use them to create a whole different type of dish. It wasn't what it was, but it used those ingredients. But then by the next day, she would take that and make it into something else. By the time we finish it off, then she'd start with something new.
Start with something new, huh?
And the third thing she made was, even though you loved the first thing, and you didn't think nothing could be any better, by the time you got to the third thing, you'd be begging your grandma the next time, Grandma, just make the third thing.
Just make something else, right?
Yeah, just make that one. Don't just start on that. And see, can you make something out of this?
I'll go back and add some little ribbon to those. Even this one. Like, oh, this one is sideways. That's okay. This can be a little recipe card too.
Bertha West Wilson says she doesn't like to cook much anymore since the kids are grown and she's a granny. I understand that. If I just didn't like to eat so much. That kind of throws a wrench in the thing.
Yeah, you do like to do that, don't you? Talking about, I'm going to buy you a new set of pots. Actually, they did buy me. The girls did buy me some set of pots, and I love them. I was like, don't be coming up in here with you better come up here with a spa vacation. Buying me some pots and pans.
Marlene Watts says her mom was an awesome cook. However, she would use every dish in the kitchen. My mother and grandmother didn't care about that. As far as they're concerned, that's why we were born. My grandmother, please. We knew when she came, she didn't even have to explain how the program worked. The way the program worked was you sit right here in the kitchen. We could sit at the table until she needed us, which was all the time. Do not leave. You had to request to leave, to go to the bathroom or something, and come immediately back. Because she needs you to do something. Snap
Grandma
the
wasn't
beans, pull the
playing.
corn,
She wasn't
wash
playing.
the dishes, get the pans, take the guts, something. She says, I do if I have to call you.
I have to call you more than once.
No, she went beyond calling more than once. If I have to call you at all,
Well,
there was
you
no
go.
calling with her. You had to be available. Period.
You know I'm having fun with this, right? I thought I was going to be able to do this in 2 parts. Ha!
This super klutz says her husband is a cooking pro.
Oh, wow.
And now that he's working no weekends, he does most of the cooking. She's in heaven.
Well, we need to go over to Miss Superclut's house. Joan, we're on the way. Dropping some gems, y'all.
Miss Superclutz says she loves that rustic and shabby chic look too. It's a big favorite of hers. I love that shabby
Me
chic
too.
thing. It's just something about it.
Look at my husband talking about, I love that shabby chic thing.
Yeah. A little while ago, I didn't never heard it was Shabby Chic.
Shabby
Is
Chic,
that the name of a
okay.
new group? I'm going to see Shabby Chic down at the Shabby Chic concert.
Down at the Vintage Cafe.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's
Cupcakes
funny.
and Chainsaw says, I'm a messy cook too, and I use so many dishes as well.
Woo, but do you get flour on the ceiling?
Exactly.
Can we talk? Do you get flour on the ceiling when the recipe requires no flour?
That happens. I don't know how I did that.
Ask me how I know. Like, how do you do that?
Yvette Daniels loves that coffee cup.
Isn't that the cutest? That was a great idea, Bill.
Oh, thank you. That'll be $250.
Send me the bill, babe. Send me the bill. Oh boy, y'all see I'm just cutting up here. I'm going to use these for something. Don't know yet, but they're going in this book, okay?
Cupcake says she didn't have any flour on the ceiling, but she did have chocolate buttercream frosting all over the white cabinets in her old house.
Were you actually using, did you have, did the recipe have buttercream chocolate frosting on it though? It's one thing when you actually use an ingredient, but how do you get flour on the ceiling when you're cooking eggs? That's what, I mean, I just want to know that. You know, these little details. Oh,
I mean, one day I remember I knocked stuff all off the wall. Remember I broke that wreath? I don't know how I did it.
He did.
Because the wreath wasn't even at body level. It was like slightly higher.
I mean,
high as my
it wasn't even like near where he was cooking. Next thing I know, my wreath was on the floor, broken, like cracked into
it was a
two.
good wreath too.
He's cooking in the kitchen. My wreath is on the floor, flour everywhere, on the ceiling, flour on the stove, every
and I
handle.
had that look on my face like your kids have when you catch them and they look at you with like, it wasn't me. And they're the only child, okay? It was you, buddy.
I mean, even like the next day, you can see the residuals. You can see like the like hints of stuff. Like there's still flour on the refrigerator handle. There's flour on the handle of the drawer that you pull out. But you gotta love him. I'll have to take a picture one day.
Maxine Cave says she's a chef, and I tell you that mindless cooking brings out great results.
Oh, I like that.
Actually, mindless anything.
Yeah, just don't think about it. Some of the best inventions were made just not thinking about
I
it.
mean, it's like this. It's not like you're just creating out of nothing. You got to learn the basics, the basic techniques. But once you get those techniques under your belt, then it's time to go mindless.
It really is. It really is. And I think that's one of the reasons why I try not to watch a whole lot of videos on crafting. I can be inspired, but I try not to watch like really binge watch, because then I'll end up like clouding my own creativity, I guess. I guess that's the best way to say it. I don't know if anyone can relate. Like at some point you just got to go ahead and get started. And if I'm continually watching like all the time, then I won't like get started. The whole starting to create.
We're 62 minutes.
Oh, okay, bye.
Finish that page. How about that?
Okay. Thank you, darling, for giving me permission to finish this page.
Only on this one occasion.
This one occasion, he's going to give me permission to finish this page. Although I want to do something with this really quick.
She turned and looked at me, y'all, when she said that.
Is that okay, darling?
Barbara Mitchell says she binge watches us.
Oh, then you go ahead and binge watch us then.
Barbara Mitchell says, I tell you what, though, nothing good ever came out of mindless eating. Hey.
A whole lot of calories.
You have a good point there.
Okay, so I'm making me a pocket out of this. I've never done this before, but you're going to see it live. And look, I quickly moved to this page over here, right? Quickly move to that page. So this was really fun, y'all. We are going to be crafting with family this afternoon. Just kind of hanging out here at the house and just having some fun, right?
Kathy Irvin says, how in the world do you cut so straight with scissors?
You know, it's one of those things you learn in kindergarten, you know, and you just get a knack for it. I don't know. It's just in me.
Well, plus you work with kids so much.
I did work with kids a lot.
Doing a lot of craft projects over the years.
Yeah, I mean, thousands of kids' crafty programs and just, oh, that came out. So we're making progress, y'all. This is the end of part 3. I forgot myself.
Exactly.
I thought this would be done in 2 parts. No, it's
but we're
not
determined
happening.
not to rush it because you must have enjoyment. Lance Penn says, I love to put on the videos and craft while I listen. It feels like you have a friend to craft with, but you're not obsessively watching.
There you go. I like that. I have a lot of people who have told me that too. They said they watch while crafting. Nice. That comes with practice. Yes, cutting does come with lots of practice. And I have had programs where with kids, I've had to cut out to a certain point to get them to that. I had to cut out a lot of things to get them to a certain point so that they don't have to be frustrated with cutting out certain things and they can still enjoy the craft, depending on their crafting levels. Because I crafted with not only like the preschool kids, but also teenagers. So yeah, it came with a lot of practice. Hugs to all of our crafty friends. That's right, Robin Reninger. We're not only crafting friends, we're a crafting family. So with that said, we're going to be signing off. Bill, you have anything to say for yourself? It wasn't me.
Exactly.
I know that's when I see flour on the wall.
I've
me.
had times when I could be doing something. I don't know what it was. It could be anything. And I look over and Tracey had a certain look on her face. And I can't explain it, but I actually will say, it wasn't me. This kind of carries over. I can feel the guilt, so I don't know what I'm feeling guilty for, but it wasn't me, okay?
Look at this. I love her channel name, Cupcakes and Chainsaws.
It makes you wonder, what
It
in the
makes you
world's going
wonder.
on in that household? What kind of household are you coming from, okay?
Love that. Now that makes me want to go and see what's on your channel.
And what side of the house do you exist on? The cupcake side or the chainsaw side, okay?
Well, let me come over when y'all are making cupcakes, okay?
Oh, she says, Cupcakes and Chainsaw says, I do gourmet cupcakes in disaster response. And that is a heck of a...
Wow, isn't that something else?
It is, that is. That's interesting.
Wow, I love it, love it, love it. Well, y'all, this was really fun. I really don't want to go. I would love to stay on with y'all. I'll put part 1 and part 2 in the description below this video, just in case you haven't seen that. Y'all have a great, great weekend. Do something wonderful, create something wonderful, and just have fun enjoying your weekend. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.